This show is going to change your mind what you would think about a chuck roast. We've got about a 2-inch thick, 2.5 to 2 3/4 pound chuck. Buttery, thin sliced potatoes and onions gotta be. That well-seasoned chuck is going to hit that griddle and stay in one spot without touching for about 3 minutes or so. We will then flip it and take it to that perfect 110, which is going to give us a nice rare to medium rare. I'm telling you right now, once you sear out a piece of chuck roast to perfection on the griddle, there is absolutely no going back, as you can springboard that into so many recipes, and we will talk about all that next. Licensed to Griddle likes to purchase the same types of meats that you would purchase in your local market. This is just a USDA choice, but when you pick one out for a steak cook like this, you want a lot of marbling, and you want one about 2 inches thick. You really don't want to go more thick than that. Hit it with your salt, kosher salt, your fresh cracked black pepper or regular black pepper, either or. And definitely do not forget to get all those edges. Of note here, you can rub it down 15-20 minutes before getting it on the griddle and let it come up to room temperature. Now this whole cook is going to be monitored by my chef's temp. I do believe I have 25% off. This bad boy is new, and this bad boy is wireless. Alrighty, all, welcome back to the channel. It is a miserable day here in the Garden State, but I wanted to get this one in, so here we are. First going down is going to be in our onions. This is just a white onion here. It's sliced fairly on the thin side. Of course, with anytime you are doing a steak or a chuck roast, you've got to have onions, you've got to have potatoes. So we will get those down. And again, this is a fairly thin, just thin, a little thicker. It really doesn't matter. This is just a hand-sliced potato going down. We've got to get some salt down. Pepper down, fresh cracked if you got it. And these are all your, look, anytime you are doing a beef or a steak, these are going to be all your, all the ingredients you want to see in there. If you want to add a little granulated garlic or some garlic in there, you can do that. If you want to go with a fancy rub, you can also do that. But you got to do some butter. You know, when I searched around for this, for any type of a beef chuck on the griddle, I just didn't find it. I have done them, and many people have done them on a barbecue, but I don't see anything on the griddle. And I got to tell you, man, you are missing out. You're going to see why in about maybe 5 minutes or so. And of course, thin cut potatoes won't take too long. So I'm just going to join this, all this goodness here together. This is a raw potato. I did not pre-boil it off. Sometimes I'll pre-boil them off. This one I didn't, so we are just going to put a little bit of a top down. Allow that to sit here for about maybe 3-4 minutes my time, and about 5 seconds your time. Alrighty, that was about 2.5 minutes. And these are definitely coming along quite nicely. And let's get the steak down. So anytime I am doing a chunk of love like this, I've got my weight here, aka basket burger smasher. I'm just going to get that on top. We want to maintain good contact, and we will allow this steak to go probably for a good 3 minutes before we flip it. We are definitely going for a medium rare. I find anytime you are doing one of these beef chucks on the barbecue, the more medium rare to rare is better than a medium well or a medium. It just tends to be a little too tough and lack a little bit of flavor. So definitely keep that in mind. But again, I think I paid about $14, $15 for this whole slab here. And I do believe it was maybe 2.5 pounds. Let me take a peek. We will get the weight back on, let it go. And again, I am reading the temperatures over here at about 46 or 50 internal on the steak. So we've got a little bit more to go. Now, of course, just to help the steak along, I have my top here. We will put that on. I'll leave my weight over here. So look, I'm just gonna let this all go here about another 3 minutes my time and about 5 seconds your time. When this steak comes up to temperature, I'll bring you guys back. We will untop it and take a look. Alrighty, so that has been another 3 minutes, and as you can see over here, we are about 60, 66 on the steak, 300 under the lid. Now, when you're doing something like this, you definitely want to, you can flip it a couple times. That is going to give you a little bit more even cooking. And also, you can move it around on the grill. We've been in this one spot here. She has cooled a little bit. We'll move it over here where it is going to be a little bit more hotter, and we are just going to let this bad boy go. And I definitely do like a little bit of burn on my potatoes. That is exactly what I want. I want some good browning. So we're just going to let those go. Also, keep in mind, after we remove the steak, she's going to come up a couple degrees. So we are going to want to pull it off probably about 110. And we are 104 right now. 106, 108. I am going to stop it right here. That is going to be good enough for me. Our chef temp has done its job. Guys, let me get this on over to the board. That is going to take me a matter of a second or two. I'll get some potatoes over there. We will let this chuck rest on the board for about maybe 3 to 4 minutes or so. Then I'll slice it up, and then I'll just show you some picture perfect beef. Oh, hell yeah. Alrighty, guys, I've got my potatoes all laid out, as you can see here. Perfectly done for me. And here is our steak, only on about a 4 or 5 minute wait. That is all I got. I am telling you, it is friggin' brutal here in the Garden State. I mean, spring's coming, or spring's here, but you ain't feeling it yet. As we are just gonna go right in and give this a cut open. I'm telling you, this is what you get from Chuck, man. Just a gorgeous piece of meat. I mean, we're a lot more rarer than it is showing up. I can guarantee you that. I mean, literally, you know, the sky is the limit on what you can do with this, man. This is beautiful. You know, and I have to tell you, and I'm sure I'll get the comments, but if anybody thinks that this is tough, I am telling you right now, think again. You know, and in my opinion, you are more closer to a ribeye than you are, say, a New York strip. I mean, this is a very, very beefy flavor. And again, for what I paid for this, you know, the sky is the limit on what I can do with this, as far as, you know, quesadillas, tacos, you know, steak sandwiches. I mean, you put this on some, you know, some hoagie rolls with some fried onions and peppers and onions if you want them. Some you know, some cheddar cheese. I mean, you've got one heck of a killer steak sandwich, and again, quesadillas, tacos, steak sandwiches, or just flat out eat it like a steak like this with some potatoes. I'm telling you, man. You know, if you've never done the beef chucks on the griddle, go out and pick yourself up one. You're not going to spend more than, you know, $15, and I'm telling you, it's going to feed a family of four with some potatoes, and what you could do with it is just, you know, it's mind-boggling. I mean, you've got your potatoes. I mean, look at the amount of beef that we are showing in here, and that is a nice medium rare to rare. You've got some rare cuts over here, maybe a little bit medium rare over there, but there ain't nothing medium on this plate, and that is very important to me, and it is also very important to the cut. So look, man, that is going to close out this show. Something a little bit different for you, something that is so easy to do, and again, there is so many springboard meals that you could use it for. And of course, my name is Tommy, and that makes me the Griddler. This is another recipe idea for you guys. And until next time, we will see you